Most men would rather die than admit they're struggling. And for men over 60, it's even harder after a lifetime of being told to stay strong and keep silent. So when a man at this stage of life opens up about his problems, pay attention. He's not asking for solutions. He's offering you his heart. Miss that moment, and you risk losing something truly precious. Hi, it's Vernon again. Today I'll share 5 things it could mean when a man opens up to you about his problems, and more importantly, how to respond in a way that deepens your connection rather than pushing him away. Many women feel confused or even overwhelmed when men open up. They wonder, why is he telling me this? What does he expect from me? Am I supposed to fix this? Before we get started, hit the like and subscribe. That simple action helps me continue bringing you proven insights about love, dating, and marriage after 60, so you never have to waste time on the wrong people and can focus on finding the partner who truly fits your heart and your life. Pay close attention, because the very first meaning behind his words will tell you more than you think.
Number 1. It means he trusts you. The first and fundamental meaning is trust. Men rarely share their vulnerabilities unless they feel emotionally safe with someone. Think about it. If he's been taught his whole life that problems are private burdens, choosing to share them with you is a profound act of faith. When a man trusts you with his problems, he's essentially saying, "I believe you won't judge me. I believe you won't use this against me. I believe you can handle knowing the real me, not just the strong, capable version I show the world." This trust doesn't happen overnight. It builds through small moments. The way you listen without interrupting, the way you respond without immediately trying to solve everything, the way you show up consistently in his life. I want you to understand something. For many men, sharing problems feels like handing someone a loaded weapon. They're terrifying that you might see them as weak, inadequate, or less than the man they think you deserve. When he chooses vulnerability anyway, it's because his trust in you is stronger than his fear. How should you respond? Simply be present. Listen with your whole heart. Don't rush to fix or advise unless he specifically asks. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can say is, "Thank you for trusting me with this." As Maya Angelou once said, there is no greater gift than that of giving one's time and energy to another without expecting anything in return. When a man shares his burdens, he's giving you his time, his energy, and his trust. Please save this video if you want to remember these insights. I promise they'll serve you well in understanding the men in your life. But trust is just the beginning. His sharing also reveals something deeper.
Number 2, it means he wants emotional safety. The second meaning goes beyond trust. It's about creating emotional safety. Men need to know they can be vulnerable without being judged, criticized, or fixed. They want to know that their problems won't make you see them differently or love them less. Think about it this way. We all have parts of ourselves we keep hidden because we're afraid they're too much, too messy, too human. When a man shares his problems, he's essentially asking, "Can you handle all of me? Can you love the struggling parts too?" The poet Rainer Maria Rilke wrote, "The only journey is the one within." When a man invites you into his inner journey, including the difficult parts, he's seeking a companion for that path, not someone who will redirect him to a different route. My neighbor, Taylor, is 63. She told me about the evening her partner came home defeated after a difficult day at work, facing some serious challenges with his adult children. Instead of offering solutions or trying to cheer him up, Taylor simply sat with him on their porch, held his hand, and listened. She didn't try to fix his family dynamics or boost his mood. She just made space for his feelings. Later, he told her, "You made me feel safe just by being there. I didn't need answers. I needed to know I could fall apart a little and still be loved." That's emotional safety. It's the assurance that your love isn't conditional on his strength or his ability to handle everything perfectly. It's knowing he can be human in your presence. How do you create this safety? Don't rush to solutions. Don't minimize his concerns with phrases like, "Everything will be fine," or "You're overreacting." Simply witness his experience without trying to change it. Beyond safety, his words may be testing something important.
Number 3, it means he's testing your response. Sometimes when a man shares his problems, he's actually testing how you'll respond. This isn't manipulation, it's self-protection. He might start with smaller concerns to gauge whether you're truly safe with bigger truths. Will you listen or will you lecture? Will you judge or will you accept? Will you try to fix him or will you simply support him? Your response to his smaller vulnerabilities determines whether he'll trust you with the larger ones. In the words of Brené Brown, vulnerability is not winning or losing. It's having the courage to show up and be seen when we have no control over the outcome. When a man shows up vulnerably, he's watching carefully to see how you'll receive that courage. This testing phase is crucial. He might share a worry about work to see if you'll immediately jump into problem-solving mode. He might mention a conflict with a friend to see if you'll take sides or remain neutral. These smaller shares are practice rounds for the bigger conversations he hopes to have someday. Here's a question that might transform how you see these moments. Have you ever shared something vulnerable and immediately regretted it based on how the other person responded? Share your experience in the comments. Your story might help another woman understand the delicate nature of these moments. The beautiful thing is, when you pass these tests, not by being perfect, but by being genuinely caring and non-judgmental, something magical happens. He begins to see you as his safe harbor, his emotional refuge. When he knows you're trustworthy, something else happens.
Number 4, it means he's inviting you into his real world, not just the polished version he shows to others. When a man shares his problems, he's essentially saying, "This is what my life actually looks like behind closed doors. Do you want to be part of it?" This is profoundly different from casual dating conversation. Anyone can share their favorite movies or talk about their career highlights, but sharing problems? That's sharing reality. The messy, complicated, beautifully human reality of his actual existence. My cousin Rose, who's 66, experienced this beautifully. She was dating someone who seemed almost too perfect. Successful, charming, always upbeat. Then one evening, he opened up about ongoing conflicts with his adult children and his struggles with aging parents. These weren't small problems with easy solutions. They were the complex, ongoing challenges that define much of adult life. Rose told me that's when I realized he wasn't just dating me. He wasn't just trying to impress me or entertain me. He was inviting me into his reality, asking if I wanted to be part of his actual life, not just the highlight reel. This invitation is sacred. It's him saying, I don't want to pretend with you anymore. I want you to know what you're really signing up for if we continue this journey together. When a man invites you into his world this way, he's offering you the chance to be a true partner, not just a pleasant companion. He's asking if you're ready for real intimacy, the kind that includes struggles, imperfections, and ongoing challenges. There's a powerful line from Carl Jung: the meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. When he shares his problems, he's offering you the raw materials for that transformation. And finally, sometimes his openness means the most powerful thing of all.
Number 5. It means he loves you or is falling for you. The fifth and most profound meaning is love. When a man is truly in love, he shares his burdens because he sees you as a partner, not just a companion. He wants you to know all of him because he's hoping to build a real life with you. Love, for many men, isn't just about sharing the good times, it's about sharing the weight of life itself. When he tells you about his problems, he might be saying, I love you enough to let you see me struggle. I trust you enough to share my burdens. I want you as my teammate in this complicated game of life. This is different from the other meanings because it comes with an unspoken invitation. Will you carry some of this with me? Will you be my partner in figuring this out? To borrow a thought from the ancient Persian poet Hafez, I wish I could show you, when you are lonely or in darkness, the astonishing light of your own being. When a man in love shares his struggles, he's hoping you'll help him see his own light again, and he's offering to do the same for you. Men in love don't just want to protect and provide, they also want to be vulnerable and real. They want to know that their love can handle the full spectrum of human experience, including the challenging parts. This is why your response matters so deeply. When you receive his problems with grace, understanding, and love, you're essentially saying, yes, I see all of you, and yes, I'm here for all of it. If this video is helping you understand the men in your life differently, share it with your friends or in your groups. These insights could transform someone else's relationship too.
If you've watched this far, you now understand the deeper meaning when a man dares to share his problems with you. It could mean he trusts you deeply. It could mean he's seeking emotional safety in your presence. It might mean he's testing whether you're truly the supportive partner he hopes you are. Perhaps he's inviting you into his real world beyond the surface pleasantries. Or maybe, just maybe, it means he loves you enough to show you his whole, complicated, beautifully human self. When a man tells you about his problems, it's never just small talk. It's a sign of trust, intimacy, and connection. And here's what I want you to remember. How you respond determines whether love grows or fades. Your reaction in these vulnerable moments either builds bridges or burns them. The greatest gift you can give a man who's brave enough to share his struggles is your presence. Not your solutions, not your judgment, not your attempts to cheer him up. but your genuine, caring presence. Remember what the philosopher Simone Weil said: "Attention is the rarest and purest form of generosity." When you give a struggling man your full attention, without trying to fix or change anything, you're offering him something precious beyond measure. Have you experienced the deep connection that comes when someone trusts you with their struggles? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Your insights might be exactly what another woman needs to understand the beautiful complexity of love after 60. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more wisdom on navigating relationships after 60 with grace and understanding. Check the description for additional resources that will support your journey toward deeper, more authentic connections. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.